So Netflix finally rolled out their plan on how they're going to deal with people sharing passwords, which, by the way, was a big push for them to raise their prices a couple years ago. You can do it on up to 4 devices, right? You can stream simultaneously on 4 devices, but only in one home. Only in one home. And the thing is, honestly, this pisses me the fuck off. My sister has been paying for that password for fucking years, right? But more importantly, I've been thinking about it more and more. Do these morons on Wall Street, these dudes who all they do is write financial statements for fucking shareholders, not understand bread and fucking circuses? Do they not understand bread and circuses? You know, the only thing that keeps people from realizing how everything's going to fucking shit right now is the fact that they can turn on their TV at home and watch something to distract them while they shovel fucking high fructose corn syrup into their fucking faces. Once the high fructose corn syrup is too fucking expensive to buy and you can't turn on your fucking TV and watch shit, you know what happens when people start doing? They start looking for other ways to fucking pass their time. Maybe they start fucking clicking on hyperlinks on Wikipedia. Maybe they start fucking looking at the tax brackets and the way things are fucking run in this country. Maybe they start looking at campaign fucking finance reform and how that shit went out the fucking window back in 2008 with the Citizens United decision. They start putting 2 and 2 together. And before they know it, they start thinking, why the fuck am I even going to my goddamn job? I can't afford to fucking watch TV anymore. I can't afford to fucking eat anything that feels fucking good. And I can't even afford a fucking place to live anymore. But no, let's just make sure that fucking Wall Street can afford another fucking boat or a helicopter ride or fly down to an island where they can fucking hunt people all day, because that's the only thing they fucking care about. Are our shareholders gonna make money? And I know this is all because of some bullshit that was written in the 80s through some fucking economic theorems that ended up making it seem like things were getting better for a bit of time, but then a fucking pandemic hit and we've shrunk our workforce to a degree that now the Federal Reserve's sole fucking goal is to make sure that everyone's wages decrease in the middle of an inflationary fucking period. And all they've been saying over and over again is we're gonna keep raising rates until these fucking wages come down. Motherfucker, the wages don't need to come down. The fucking prices need to come down. The prices are going the fuck up and they're charging us more for less. I just been buying fucking boxes of Tasty Cakes so I fucking feel good. A box of butterscotch crimpets used to have 8 fucking butterscotch crimpets in it. The box is the same size. It's now 6 butterscotch crimpets and it's fucking $4 more than it used to be. How the fuck do you not expect us to be in the streets next year? I'm just fucking asking you idiots, all right? So while you're fucking sitting there writing a check for your next fucking boat, maybe pick a fucking wall, okay? Pick the last fucking wall you want to see.
That last part was metaphorical.
Windier today. Oh, yeah, it's not a worm bite. It's not a worm bite, turns out.
Giant. Oh, it's a giant.
It's a giant, so.
It's a giant! Oh, it's a giant! It's a giant! Baby! Oh! 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 It's a giant! It's a giant! Ah! Here we go.
One.
Nothing wrong with me.
2.
Nothing wrong with me.
3.
Nothing wrong with me.
4.
Nothing wrong with me.
1.
Something gotta give.
2.
Something gotta give.
3.
Something gotta give. 4. Let the bodies hit the...
If you're ever dating somebody and they betray you by cheating on you, rejecting you, whatever, what you can do is get a temporary tattoo of their name on your arm. Put some pictures of it on Instagram, really play it up, like, now you'll be with me forever. They'll think you've gone crazy, and then you can block them, get rid of the tattoo and the pictures, and move on with your life, happy with the knowledge that they will definitely tell their next partner about that. It's just a fun anecdote, right? Like, look how crazy my ex was. Wrong. That person will go to your Instagram and see that you don't have the tattoo, and your ex will look a little bit more crazy. It's not gaslighting if they deserve it. Hit follow for more.
I'm a self-made millionaire. I own 4 supercars and 2 luxury sedans. I can provide you one of my condos or landed houses to live in, and will also take you on a joyride in one of my cars. I'm retiring at the age of 30. That's cool. So now that you know 10% of myself, now let me ask you a question, okay? What can you bring to the table? Your egocentric personality? Your gold digging spree? You approached me. All the guys you're currently dating? Or maybe the hot body of yours? Too bad I'm not interested in gold diggers. Did I mention I'm rich?
One week after 9/11, I deployed for 6 months as a Navy SEAL. When I came back from that deployment, I made a phone call to my boyfriend, who was also in the Navy at the time, and I left a voicemail. At the end of that voicemail, I accidentally said, "I love you." Somebody overheard that message, reported it, and that was when the Navy discovered that they had a gay Navy SEAL on their hands. They immediately pulled all my clearances, and they took me to this room where for hours they interrogated me and tried any which way they could to get me to admit to being gay. Because at the time, from 1993 till 2011, there was this policy called the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy, which meant they weren't allowed to ask me if I was gay and I wasn't supposed to tell. The loophole being, if they could get me to tell, then they could give me a dishonorable discharge, which a dishonorable discharge is the same as being a convicted felon. I couldn't even work at McDonald's. So they were unsuccessful. In 2003, I got an honorable discharge, largely in part to 2 lawyers, a lobbyist, and a senator. There were 14,000 other people that weren't as lucky as I was. 14,000. So for all the service members who worked passionately and willingly and diligently on those investigations, I would like to say fuck you very much for your service to our great country.
No birth story today, but I am going to answer a few questions. Number 1, my favorite question, why do these cost so much? It's just yarn. Well, while it is just yarn, it's a lot of yarn, and yarn is expensive. Plus, it's my time, which is a lot of time going into these dolls, and shipping all over the United States too. And number 2, am I a deranged, psychotic sicko for putting these dolls out there on the internet? No, I don't feel that I am. I am creating these dolls for people who sought me out to make them. I sell to midwives, doulas, surrogacy companies, and just mothers who want to teach their kids about birth. So I don't think it's all that sick.
So a friend of mine and I were talking, and she asked me what the gayest article of clothing is for men, and I said, oh, it's a pump cover. And she's like, what's a pump cover? And then I remembered that not everybody speaks gym bro. So just in case you're one of those people, let me tell you. Okay, so you know how there's men who have big, big muscles, and they go to the gym to get those big, big muscles. Well, at the gym, there are also other men with big, big muscles. And there is this theater that these men perform with one another. It's very much like a bromance mating ritual kind of thing. These men are incredibly insecure about the size and general aesthetic of their muscles. So whenever they go into the gym, they wear a very, very large t-shirt. So they go in and they do their first 2 or 3 exercises, and these are usually for like their vanity muscles. So for like, you know, the roundness of the shoulders, or they'll do a couple chest presses to kind of like get that pump going. Once you get a little bit of blood flowing and stuff, your muscle looks slightly larger and slightly more full. And then they take the pump cover off to reveal what they're actually going to spend the day working out in, like their little tank top or their cutoff like this. And then oh my gosh, they're like, oh, look how swole I am. It's very much giving like the glasses and she's all that. And it's to get the attention of other men to look at them and be like, looking huge, bruh. It should be remembered that most of these, like muscle bros, have like several eating disorders and just raging body dysmorphia. The actual difference in appearance of a person like with and without their pump is so negligible to most people, but they feel better. Is basically the gym bro equivalent of a wig reveal on RuPaul's Drag Race, because it is specifically worn to give a big reveal in the middle of your workout to be like, no, I was actually hot this whole time. It's camp. A pump cover is camp. Hope this helps.
He has the face of... Okay. He has the hair of... Okay. Body. Outfit. Okay. Skin tone.
Cheers, Lord's rotting around the open fire. Your cross sleeping.
Okay, guys, I think I have a new one. Tell me about a time that you or somebody you know, like you know the story personally. Tell me about a time that you or somebody you know, either separately or together, or neither of you, were actually involved or not. Like, think, and it could be an instance too. So tell me about a time or an instance or even a place that you and this person that you know this person, so this isn't a random person. Tell me about a time or a place or an instance that you or this person, either separately or together, could be either one, maybe none of you honestly were involved in this, or not involved, like, but tell me about a time that you or this other person, or none of you or all of you, or an instance or a place or a thing, could be a thing too. Tell me about a time that you